Podcasting live as we prepare for Thanksgiving and get ready to stampede Grandma at the big sale. This is MJ and the boys, you lucky bastards.
Hello. Welcome to MJ and the boys, you lucky bastards. Neil, thank you for that amazing intro.
No problem. Been thinking about it all day.
It's fantastic. Sticky, how are you?
I'm living the dream, MJ.
Yeah.
Yep. How are you?
I'm fantastic.
Okay.
No complaints. Well, I mean, none that I'm going to take on air. Sean, how are you?
I can only think of like 6 times when I've been better.
Now,
7.
tonight we have a very special guest. This lady, if you live in Lexington or Richmond or hell, anywhere in the surrounding areas, you have probably been to Botany Bay. Well, that is if you like weed, which obviously I go by Mary Jane, so I really do.
Weed or weed byproducts?
Oh, all of it.
Everything
it.
connected to the entire industry.
Ginny, the owner of Botany Bay, she has 3 shops in Lexington and Richmond, 2 in Lex, 1 in Rich, and we have her on tonight as a special guest. And she is like, me and her are probably like, I don't want to put us really high up there, but it's almost like Willie Nelson and Gatewood Galbraith.
Okay.
Kind of.
Jenny, welcome to the show, I think is what she's trying to say. Thanks for coming in.
Howdy.
So MJ is your employee. You're her boss. Not even technically, but I mean technically
absolutely.
and just absolutely her boss.
Yeah, and I
You-
gotta start with a totally true story about hiring MJ and interviewing MJ. We knew each other for a really long time. I cut my teeth learning about radio and advertising way back in the day on Z-Rock, and MJ and Twitch would write our commercials. And this was like 2006. So we got to know each other and be friends way back then. And she's worked for me for about 1.5 years. So we've known each
two
other for
two
2 years.
2.5.
Okay,
It's
okay.
it's
Time flies.
pretty sure. Yeah, no, it's
So one night I had an ad up that I was looking for an assistant, and MJ comes over to my house, and we live kind of close, and she brings a 5th of vodka, and it's about 11 at night. I don't know, 1:30 in the morning, and 2/3 that bottle gone. She had a job.
Wait, she
Yeah.
came to your house to interview for a job?
Yeah,
she
came to
owns the
my-
business, Sticky.
She came to my house at like 11 at night with a bottle of vodka and some ale 8 or something. I don't
Oh hell
like-
yeah, that sounds right. I
probably.
do love vodka.
And we drank some vodka, and she had a job.
Okay, now there's no denying that MJ is a cool person. I mean, that's why we're all over at her house doing a podcast
And
every week.
I'm a
But
great
what kind of
worker.
employee is she? But don't look at me like that. I'm just asking.
I'm a great employee.
I mean,
Anyway.
Great.
I think
I'll
both
plug
you
my
and I have
ears.
also been her boss. At one point,
Yeah.
so.
Both of you. That's hilarious.
Yeah,
oh my god.
that's right.
Okay, I fucked up with you one time, but I was like brand new, and you guys like put my feet to the fire where I left NASCAR.
No, we gave you the easiest job in the radio station, and this is no joke.
One time.
You literally knocked the station off the air for 18 hours.
Wow.
One time.
Well, yeah, just one time. Yeah, you
I mean, never happened again, did
no,
it?
it sure didn't.
Yeah, because MJ learns. She's adaptive.
She is adaptive.
Tell-
She's done great. It's really fun to work with her. The way that you hear her when you hear her on the podcast or on the radio, she's just like that pretty much.
Yeah, it's
all
true.
The time.
That's
It
and that's a
really
compliment.
is her.
That's a compliment. She doesn't put on a character. We're all sort of characters except for her. She's just the way she is.
She is. She'll walk-
Now, let me ask you about the Botany Bay because
You
I
a
think
character?
I think so.
Neil's kind of a character.
a little bit.
We've got a lot of listeners here in Kentucky, but we've got listeners all over the country and even the world. So for people who don't know what the Botany Bay is,
Oh yeah.
tell me about it. I've never been in there personally. I've never been in there.
Well, that's because you're a loser.
A lot of people don't like a lot
Nerd.
of people in the industry get scared of that term, but everybody knows what it means when I say it. It's a head shop.
It's a head shop.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a smoke shop, but we like
So
to
much
be-
more.
Yeah, so much more than a head shop, like a culture center,
Right?
for the reach, and which I think we've achieved. I started this business out of the back of my car in 1996. I bought a bunch of stuff.
That's when people thought weed was heroin.
Hold up, though. Out of the back of your car now.
Yep.
So your business at that point was legal or no?
It was, but I don't know how long it had been. I bought all the stuff from Gatewood.
Gatewood's a famous politician.
Gatewood Galbraith.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love that.
The last free man in America.
Yes.
God
Yes.
rest his soul.
God.
Yeah.
Which I don't believe in God. I just don't know what else you say
Yeah,
about a dead guy.
Yeah.
God doesn't have anything to do with that.
AK-47s, rest his soul.
Yeah.
He was one of the few people in Lexington that had style and was cool
Yeah.
at the same time, because there's not a lot of people that can carry both of it.
Yeah.
You can't all be Sean from
Oh,
Sunnybrook
man.
Farm.
Look at this.
But I mean, if you had never talked to Gatewood Galbraith and you consider yourself a Kentuckian, you need to rethink that, because he is the real deal.
That was awesome, Neil.
And,
He may have worn the tiniest shorts I've ever seen.
Oh
in
my
my
God.
entire life.
Oh my God, his panties, his running panties. He used to jog.
Yeah,
I worked.
He
in
was
a
an
coffee shop.
old wrinkly guy, but he
Yeah.
kept himself in
He
good shape.
did.
I don't want to talk too much about
Okay.
Gatewood, but
Either way,
I once
so-
he came up to me and shook my hand and said, "Sticky, I just want to thank you for everything you've done for me." And he pulled his hand away, and there's a joint in my hand,
Yeah, that's
and I saved it for like 3 years because I don't really smoke pot.
so lame.
But
why are we friends?
my friend actually wanted to smoke it with a friend who lived in Seattle, so I was waiting for him to come visit me. Anyway, I finally did smoke it one time, and I thought I was gonna die.
Oh yeah.
It was the real deal.
Yeah.
Like he
That's-
was friends with Willie Nelson. I
Yeah,
mean,
that's
he
like coming
was-
off the bus with Willie
Yeah.
Nelson, man. You think you're on that level, but
Yeah.
you're
no,
I wasn't
single
ready
A
for that.
baseball.
What
man.
a cool guy Gatewood
Yeah,
was.
He used to tip me in weed. Okay, so
Back to Botany Bay. So you
yes,
got the head
so-
shop. What kind of stuff do we find there at Botany Bay? I know typical head shop, you can find pipes and bong. Am I allowed to say bongs? Water pipes.
Glassware.
Not in the shop.
Not in the
Not in the
shop.
shop. Don't say bong in the
Okay,
shop.
but water pipes and that kind of
Yes.
stuff. But what kind of
Yeah,
other stuff is there? Because it's a huge place, isn't it?
massive.
Yeah. We
Like
have
if I
a-
want, are you gonna have a? I'm sorry to keep you interrupting.
You
Are you
really
gonna
do,
have
though.
Are you gonna have like a Black Friday, like a
Yes. Black
it's
Friday
small
and
business set? Okay,
Saturday
tell people
sales.
what can we find there?
I got this.
Yep.
20% off on Black Friday.
Okay.
30%. Oh, excluding electronics, kratom, and disc golf, because we got fucked apparently on the disc golf.
Oh,
so
yeah,
we just
that's-
can't.
You can't.
None of those
Um,
are ever on sale.
And
Yeah.
and kratom,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, they were
small
notoriously-
business Saturday. Small business Saturday, 30% off. And then Sunday, just because fuck it, it's Sunday,
Yeah, sure.
20% off again.
That's awesome.
So depending
30%
on
off.
what day, yeah.
30% off.
Again,
Saturday.
excluding electronics, kratom, and disc golf, never electronics,
yeah, I mean,
kratom,
you-
and disc golf.
Kratom. I mean,
Yeah.
come on.
Kratom's the titties. If you've never
Yeah.
tried it, they're lame ass.
Kratom, we have everyday low prices. You know,
We really-
everybody knows. We have everyday low prices. on
So,
Kratom.
but what
That's fact.
like is there's like other stuff there that's like fun stuff, toys and
We have a whole like Wiccan kind of spiritual section. We have somebody that I call Hot Goth Mom.
Hot Goth Mom?
Hot Goth Mom.
Yeah.
She is my age, but goth, and she looks like a vampire because you would never know she's my age.
right.
And she takes care of tarot cards, sage, like anything along that
Crystals.
Wiccan. Yes, absolutely,
I
crystals,
call it witchy
stones,
woo.
witchy.
The
Yeah,
witchy woo.
we have all that, and then again disc golf and incense and
The largest
CBD.
assortment of incense you'll see anywhere.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Is there
it's nice.
sex stuff there?
yeah,
No, we
yeah.
don't do sex
Yeah,
stuff.
we've got. Are you?
No,
kidding?
we have
There's
no
massage.
toys.
We don't.
They
not,
have massage oil, but that was a
And
that was a
tingling
whole radio
cream.
thing that went around our building, and everybody
Oh,
doesn't
we won't
say,
talk
"Oh,
about the massage.
don't talk
oil.
about the massage
like, you
oil,"
know,
but
we
it
got
is
a
something
little
that you
bit.
can buy at
We don't
Botany
sell
Bay.
dildos or
Okay,
any or
okay,
butt
good.
plugs. No,
Oh,
There's
but like
specifics.
tingly lotions. You know,
We
we.
might have a couple of little things.
yeah. Okay.
But,
I mean, there are some things you could
And,
adapt into a butt plug if you
then,
really wanted to.
lots of CBD. We have
So
we have
much
a lot of
CBD.
selection, and we were the first people in the bluegrass to sell CBD.
You're sort of experts on that. You would consider yourself that.
Not sort of like completely.
Yeah.
You're the
yeah.
leading source of knowledge
Absolutely.
on CBD.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot. I mean, that CBD it's a big deal, but
Dude,
like,
there are
who
places
knows?
popping up just called like CBD shit or
Yeah.
CBD now, like, and it's like, what are you even? They
They used to be the vape store,
Yeah,
and now they're CBD stores.
I mean, for real. And honestly, like Ginny's knowledgeable, like when it comes to stuff like that. So yeah,
Yeah, I
her
worked in a
employees are
CBD
forced to be
store.
knowledgeable. And if not, they can, kick rocks. That's
All
just
right.
how it works.
Well, I want to encourage. I think I'm going to go there on Saturday just to check it out. But
you'll be shocked. You honestly, I know you, Sticky, and right now you're like, okay, I'm saying that. But if
No.
you actually stop in,
I've been meaning to stop in for a long
we have
time.
Egyptian stuff.
Oh,
I mean, I bought Klimt, like these beautiful Klimt, like stained glass things. I mean, you never know what you're gonna find there. So it's
We
funny
have
because
t-shirts with my cartoon on them.
Klimt.
We have all
Klimt.
kinds of crazy things there.
Gustav Klimt, my favorite
Well,
artist. It was
okay.
in Richmond. It was just random. We should do it.
So I have a list here.
Yes.
If you say you don't live in Central Kentucky, you can't make it, and you're one of those what's it called, Cyber Monday people.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got a list of crazy things which you can buy on Amazon.com for Black Friday or Cyber Monday. Okay, whatever.
Yes.
So, Sean's got some. I've got some. You want to go first, Sean?
No, go ahead. After
How
you.
about meat shredder claws?
I have those.
These look like
oh, yeah.
Wolverine's claws. You know, they got 3 claws that stick out.
Yeah.
But they're surprisingly efficient way to shred meat.
No, they're great.
Uh,
I have
Do
some
you
at
know?
home.
You were alive.
No, I have some at home.
Pause.
1694.
They're bear claws.
Freddy Krueger.
They're not.
Yeah, they're like
exactly
Freddy
that,
Krueger-ish, but they go between your fingers. They're $16.94 on Amazon.
And they do work, Sean?
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right,
they work
there you
great.
go, customer.
And an
review.
excellent weapon for the zombie apocalypse.
Boom.
Yeah, fantastic.
You got to think ahead, man.
Picture of
You
a
just-
guy using them
Yeah.
on the internet. It's gotta be
When
true.
they're that close,
That's how Wolverine does it.
That's more of a badger or a puppy trying to get up on the couch than a. Need more arc in your swing. Put your shoulder into
Well,
it.
you don't want to do that. You
You
want to
gotta-
come short. Gets more power, and you can go quicker.
You
Well,
stab
can't
him in
do
the
a little
heart.
Puppy scratch though.
Wolverine's just taking too long, and he's getting shot in the gut.
Yeah, well, he did.
He's
yeah.
lightning quick, Sean. Give us another
Yeah, I was about to
crazy
say,
thing.
are we really discussing? All right, another thing.
Well, obviously, there's your typical horse head mask you can get anywhere.
Oh, that's just creepy.
Yeah, why?
You can buy the Gutenberg Bible, apparently, according to Reader's Digest.
What's the Gutenberg Bible?
It is the first book ever done on a printing press.
By Steve Gutenberg
yeah,
from
that's
the
what I
Police
was-
Academy.
Yes, and it has all the sound effects provided by Michael Winslow.
You can get a
And the whole
lizard,
cast is there. In the
you can
Last
get an
Supper.
awesome lizard eye bowling ball. It looks like the eyeball of a lizard, or like a dinosaur. $99.95 on Amazon. That's a
Well,
great gift.
Not until I can get that human skull that they had in that one movie.
Oh yeah, I've got that.
You got the one with the
I
human
own
skull.
I own a bowling ball with a human skull inside, and I took it to a anthropology major at UK, and she told me that it was a middle-aged Chinese man.
What?
Yeah,
No.
Yeah,
No.
Half a step back.
No.
it's not a real human skull, MJ.
Oh my god.
But
oh
if
my
it
god. You made
were-
it sound like that.
If it
You
were a
made
real,
it sound like that.
if it were a real human skull, it would be a middle-aged Chinese
Oh,
guy.
Tell me something else on the list.
It's
now
fu-
you just pissed me off.
I was like, okay, of
Well, no,
all
we have
the
to-
nerd collection stuff you could have, yeah, you can't
Yeah.
get that at Botany Bay. No human skulls at Botany Bay.
no, we do
Hey,
not.
we have some plugs, Gates jewelry, which body jewelry. Not to mention
Oh
plugs.
yeah,
body
body
jewelry.
tons
We
of
have,
body
we
jewelry.
have some plugs made out of human cadaver bone.
Oh,
That's true.
Okay.
They're in a frame.
They're in a
Right on.
frame.
So I'd worked
but not
there.
butt plugs.
No, they're plugs for your
Gates
ears.
jewelry.
You gotta have
Yeah.
standards, man.
They're not for
Yeah,
sale,
that's gonna
but
plug.
but they are there.
Well, I don't know. If you offer me the right amount of money, I'd sell you MJ.
Well,
if
that's
you
anything in the
want.
shop. Like even an
Everything's for
employee,
sale, really.
literally, Jenny's whole thing is like,
No,
make
no,
me an
no.
offer,
MJ's
and that's
not-
cool.
You can't sell MJ. You can only you can only hope to rent her because they will return
Oh,
her.
you got to have a
You gotta have
good
a
return
good- yeah.
policy.
No
You get
refund,
complete.
no refund.
What's the number one?
We're not there yet.
Thumb piano. You can
Thumb-
buy a 6-inch 8-ounce piano that you play with your thumb.
Okay,
It's gonna
that
sound
sounds fun.
delightful.
It's got a price on
I
there.
bought
Yeah, $14.94.
better than a thumb piano. Just side note, I bought my goddaughter years ago a piano that you play with your feet that you put around your toilet. So while you're pooping, you can like toot toot toot
Well,
toot 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 with your
gross.
These
feet.
are high quality musical instruments.
Oh, they absolutely are.
This is, I think, probably for people who live in Florida, but it is a floating decoy crocodile. It's a realistic crocodile.
Oh my
Looks just
God,
like when you put it in
why?
your pool. It costs $60. It costs $55.99. You put it in your pool. People think it's a real crocodile. They stay out of your pool.
But what if a horny crocodile happens to be wandering along and is like, yo,
It
girl.
could happen.
But it's Florida, so they're going to call the cops, and it's going to be a whole thing. You know how it's going to go.
It'll probably get shot.
Kids and making YouTube videos.
Oh, that could be a total thing.
Kids are easy to frame and things like that.
So
The
we're stoners.
frog eye sleeping mask. I'm sorry, I jumped over to yours because the other page was crashed.
Oh, okay.
The frog eye sleeping mask to scare anyone who walks into the room away from you because it is bug-eyed frog eyes.
Who is scared of frogs?
Well, if you walk in and see somebody sleeping in your bed with those
No,
eyes, you're
I'm
gonna-
like, oh, you're look.
That's
It's
a
even got
sleeping
kind of
mask.
the like sweet innocent princess
The
like
sleeping
dots
mask?
in the bottle. in
You
the
can
bottom-
buy
bottom.
Well, if somebody's coming in and you want to, and they're coming to kill you, I don't think the eye mask is going to stop them. I
Yeah,
think that's
no,
probably
no,
just
well,
going to
maybe if it
encourage
scares them.
stabbing.
Yeah,
They
I'm
have
not.
to have a
I'm not.
frogophobic.
You wouldn't see them coming either because you got a mask on.
For
Yeah.
$15.99, you can buy a small bottle of spray on blood.
Like,
These are just things that you can buy. You can
Okay.
buy fake
Just in
jar
you're at
of mayonnaise.
Just in case you're in the Hunger
Wait,
Games
wait,
and need
wait,
to
wait,
fake your
wait.
death.
That's what I was
A
going to ask you
fake
about
jar of
that.
Fake jar of mayonnaise.
To hide your
Store
weed.
valuables.
Or money.
Or-
yes.
yeah,
You
or
can
money.
hide totally legitimate
You
things
can
in
hide
Yes,
legitimate-
you can. Your
Loopholes,
wedding ring
loopholes.
when you're
Yeah.
cheating.
Yeah,
I mean,
right?
so many
You
things
need
that
a
are
fake jar of
legit.
mayo for a
Yes,
lot of
we
reasons.
have that. Oh my God, we do.
Okay.
I feel as if this is one that everybody at this table could probably
Y'all
use.
Okay.
do.
The karaoke earphone, a microphone which connects back to your own earbud in
Oh
case
my
you can't get
God.
enough of your own voice.
Oh my God.
So we could just
God,
podcast our asses off all week long because really we're just here to entertain ourselves.
Wow.
Like each individual, and Sticky is only here to entertain Sticky.
Yeah, that's true.
That is
Same
true.
all the way around.
I have something that I think we could all probably use as well. Realistic Perky adhesive nipples. They come in all sizes, small, medium, large, and extra large. They're fake nipples. They come in 3 colors, 4 sizes. You just get body adhesive and you stick them on, and they make your real nipples, much perkier.
Oh, so
Aw.
also ladies could put them up where they belong.
Yeah, that's right. And then people will be like, "Why do you have 4 nipples?"
None of your business, buddy, unless you want to find out.
They're latex. Yeah, just look up realistic Perky adhesive nipples on Amazon.com.
No, just Google it.
$25.99.
Just Google
Just
it. Realistic
For those
Perky
times
nipples.
you really want to
Everything.
say hello.
Hello.
Hello. Roll top.
Dishwasher safe finger guards for when you're eating Cheetos and don't want to get orange dust
Yeah, the
on your fingers.
little plastic
Yeah.
finger guards.
Like
So you-
thimbles, little thimbles for your. Turned into
Oh, they're
Sylvester.
rubber.
I turned into Sylvester.
they're not plastic. They're like latex,
Yeah.
and
Like the-
you
Get the
eat,
fake nipples out of your
you
mouth,
eat
Sean.
Cheetos with them, and your fingers don't turn orange.
yeah. You could probably just
That's
use the
brilliant.
fake nipples. Like
How much?
Yeah.
How much are those?
they are priceless. $12.29.
Um,
They're called- It looks like 3. They're called chip fingers.
yeah, you get one for your thumb, one
So
for your
you can
thumb,
eat
one for your
Cheetos without getting the
finger, and
stuff
one for your
on-
middle
without
finger.
getting the stuff on your
You grab your
fingers.
Cheetos
Uh,
like this, yeah.
Yeah,
they're
they're
dishwasher
reusable.
safe. Yeah,
That's right.
dishwasher
Okay.
safe.
All right.
Next time I'm gonna eat Cheetos with
Might be a good
I'm
thing
just
to
gonna
stop.
eat Cheetos with chopsticks.
People like to eat snacks when they're
Um,
doing things that they like.
If are they silicone?
They are dishwasher safe
Some
silicone.
stuff can get sticky sometimes. So like little silicone
Yeah.
tips could. I can think of times
Mm.
that don't involve Cheetos that those may or may not be useful.
you
Well,
could
hopefully
use
they stay on
for a
really
multiple
well.
of.
You
Sticky.
don't lose one.
He's such a nerd.
Silicone is non-sticky stuff. That's all I gotta say.
Are they washable?
Non-sticky.
Are they
Yeah, absolutely.
Some type of
Silicone's
plastic?
washable.
America's #1 pet casket is available
What?
for $160 on Amazon. Yes,
depressing.
it is a legit casket. It's beautiful. It looks like a human casket, but it's tiny.
That's
You
how
can
much
get it-
how much do you want to
sad.
bet that Kiss has one of those caskets for
You
sale?
know
You-
they do.
You can
Oh.
get one small, medium,
I'm
and large,
willing to
depending on
wager.
what kind of dog or cat you have.
Shush. Is this a Christmas list?
Well, it's
Is
you
that
know
what
if you want
that's depressing and
let's-
terrible and awful.
Okay.
That should not be on a Christmas list. You know what else you can buy? A QR scan code. It's called a living tombstone. where people can walk up to your tombstone and scan it.
Okay,
And there'll
that's
be
cool.
pictures and video of you.
I would love that.
I thought so until my manager Nick was like, "I don't want people whacking off to me," and I was like, "Legit."
What's wrong with
In the
him?
cemetery.
You know?
In the cemetery. Coming to play your last
I'm just
respects.
saying that's not
That's
a
how I wanna
Christmas
go out.
present. That's not a Christmas present. You know what is a Christmas present? Ugh. A toilet light. You can get those on Wish for like $5. It
yeah.
illuminates your toilet.
All right. For $23.10, you can get a human body fat replica of a
Oh.
pound of fat.
What the
Mm.
fuck?
It's
Sticky?
it's motivation. It's supposed to be motivation to help you lose weight. This is what a pound of fat looks like inside the human body. It's a big
No,
yellow
thank you.
gelatinous glob. And if you work it hard enough, it turns into a pound of muscle.
You know what my aunt? You know what my aunt
Well,
in
you need
Powell
one of those
County
QR
used to
codes
do?
on a tombstone to work it.
No, you know she used to just say, "Hey, grab a pound of potatoes." I swear, when I was little, she'd go because I was chubby. I've always been a little chubby, and she'd go, "Pack this 5-pound bag of potatoes." That's
Here's something you'll think is cool,
Okay,
MJ.
I hope so.
You would love this. Ice cube trays.
yeah.
The ice cubes are in the shape of AK-47 bullets.
Already got it.
Oh my god.
No shit. Go check my freezer right now, motherfucker. Go check it.
Uh,
Except mine,
oh,
I got
we-
the bullets and I got the actual machine gun.
Are those sex toys? Ice cube bullets.
they could
Oh,
be, I
yeah.
guess. Yeah.
How big are they?
Well, they're
Well,
the
they're the
size of
size of an
AK-47
AK-47
bullet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
See, mine are
Mm.
I've got AK-47s and just the
7.62
smaller-
millimeter.
$6.99, by the
Full
way. If
metal
you wanna-
jacket.
you're allowed
No,
to use
no,
the
that's
ice.
the actual
Yeah,
bullet
you're-
size for.
You and I knew that.
Sure.
It looks like it do job.
Yeah,
Well-
I think they could do lots of different jobs,
Different job.
just like those silicone fingertips.
Just like a silicone fingertip.
I love the
God.
sticky-
Much
Sticky's a
less
little
likely to
bit
get stuck
uncomfortable.
inside than the silicone fingertips.
There you go.
Because those could come off the
Yeah,
fingertips. The ice cube's just gonna melt.
Mm.
Is there anything else?
Oh,
Sean?
yeah.
Oh, we got more.
You don't
Oh.
have to be a celebrity to get your own cardboard cutout.
What?
This seller just asked that you send them an image and height specifications, and they'll send you a larger than life cutout of yourself.
Oh my god.
$89.95.
Oh,
Oh, is
Jenny, I
that
don't make
all?
I
That's
don't
not
make
that
that
much.
much money. I'm sorry. I want to get that for you, but I
I'll get it for me. It's
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
You're gonna buy one
Please send
of
me
you?
that link.
Yeah, are you kidding?
My cartoon.
Hell yeah.
That's
no,
on-
you.
That's on Amazon.
That's
Yes,
an Amazon.
All-
Yeah.
everything we're talking about is on Amazon.com. By the way,
Ding.
Dang.
the
Wow. I've seen a few things. He's been scrolling through. You guys are missing
the anatomy bathing suit, which is the inside of a human body.
It's sexy.
It's like got
Hot.
realistic lungs and intestines on it.
Smoking hot.
Turning me on.
There is a male bathing suit. It's a one piece with Thanos' face on it.
Mm-hmm.
It leaves very little to the imagination. It's disgusting. Bacon strip band-aids.
Strange.
I have
going
those
into
too.
the
And you
I
have
dig
those
that.
too.
I do. Yep.
Great.
Do we have finger hands, finger puppets?
No. No.
Finger puppets to go on your fingers that are in the shape of hands,
Yeah.
and probably even tinier finger hands, finger puppets to go on those hands.
By the way, they sell those at Special Media here in Lexington. Free
Oh, nice.
plug.
Another thing
Another
that you can purchase on Amazon or Wish, depending, is a toilet brush shaped like Trump. It has a tiny suit and it's orange and it's got his face.
Oh, okay.
And it's called Make Your Toilet Great Again.
Oh,
And it's under $20. You
Okay.
can look that up. Yeah, I bought
I
it
do
for my
not
mom
wish
for
to sully
Christmas.
my
Don't
toilet
spoil
with
that for
such
my
things.
mother.
I'm sorry. I can't
What?
sully my toilet with such
Oh my
things.
God. Last Christmas,
Can't
my
do it.
mom,
Yes.
I've got I've got standards of what goes
Listen.
in my toilet.
if anyone knows
My
my
cat's
mom,
puke could go in my toilet before that will ever be allowed.
come on, it's hilarious.
Not
Last year I
ever.
got mom you can also purchase this, I believe, on Amazon, toilet or Trump toilet paper.
yes.
With his face on it. That's what she got last year. And again, no one tell mom this year she's getting the toilet brush.
One of our listeners
Wanna clean your poop?
on the app has said that she has bought blood many times and wants to know if it's on sale. How about this cat
My
butt
wife.
tissue holder? Cat butt tissue holder.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
it's a sculpture of a cat, and you put your Kleenexes in it, and you pull the Kleenexes out of its butt. Why would you want that?
My cat wouldn't like it.
Uh,
I can tell you right now.
This is
You
actually
should see it. Like
They
totally
They do
Yeah.
get upset when you
It's
try to
all
cram
crouched
tissues
down
in their
with the
ass.
tail.
yeah,
Like,
it's
you
it's
sit deep
spraying
and
the
you-
tissues.
And you right? Yeah, totally.
It's $36.23 for this thing. $36 for that. Outrageous soda flavors. 6-pack of buffalo wing soda,
Ugh.
sweet corn soda,
Come on.
pumpkin pie soda,
Why?
and ranch dress
What
soda.
the fuck is
Ooh.
wrong
Ranch
with you?
dressing soda.
What?
No,
Buffalo
thank
didn't
you.
get you, Jenny. It took
Too much
ranch.
poisonous
It took
substances
ranch.
on the planet.
Oh my
Ranch dressing.
god.
I'd rather sell my soul than have to drink that stuff.
Yeah.
Commonly
Is it-
consumed
Yeah.
poison there. Ew.
Oh
You ever-
god,
Put
we
'em in
won't
one
get into
bottle.
this.
You ever just wanted to
Wow.
take your chicken for a walk and didn't have a leash?
Yeah, like
Obviously,
duh.
gotta keep
Well-
your chicken fit.
You may or may not be aware, but some cities nationwide actually do let you keep chickens as pets. Lexington
Yeah.
is one of those.
yeah,
'cause there's
Jenny's
chickens all
neighbor
around,
has
yeah.
chickens.
And we caught a stray chicken in our
Yeah.
shop one night.
yeah,
And
that
Shorty-
happened. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
we
was in
caught
the
a
middle of the
stray
city though.
chicken.
Mhm.
No shit.
It's a
Breaking the
rescue.
leash law.
You got to rescue.
We did, and if I had known there was a chicken harness, we'd
Yeah.
have kept the damn
Yeah,
thing.
because
I
Bum
swear.
Lissa caught it. Bum Lissa came
As
up
it is,
and
he was
caught that
delicious.
chicken. So we could have harnessed this chicken
Yeah.
and walked it around.
It boasts a durable,
Damn
breathable
it!
leash that won't hurt
Damn
your friend.
it!
You
Too
Goes on-
little, too late.
to follow sagas
$17.
like these with the crazy things that happen at the Botany Bay, you can follow us on social
Dang.
media.
Yeah, you can Facebook,
That's all I got.
Instagram.
Sean, you got any more?
No, I'm good.
All right, let's do the weird world this week.
All right,
It's time for the weird world this week.
So,
bitches. I got you.
It's Thanksgiving. I wasn't
Oh,
trying to be so
I'm-
aggressive in the
I'm
holiday
sorry.
I
season.
found this really amusing. It normally would get the who gives a shit, but I just think it's so catty that I've got to play it. Now, in our headphones, the audio is going to be a little bit low, but I think our listeners should be able to hear it just fine. I'm not sure. You're not going to be able to hear it at all because you're not wearing headphones.
Totally fine.
But at the AMAs, the American Music Awards, Shania Twain was asked about Taylor Swift. Now, I'm going to play the audio and then I'll recount for you what
Okay.
happened. Okay, here you go. Because MJ's not wearing headphones today. Here's the audio of this. This is Shania Twain speaking right now.
Taylor's being honored tonight with Artist of the Decade, and you've been someone who's really stood up for her and spoken out about her talent. Why do you think she's so deserving?
Taylor is the epitome of a hard worker, talent. You don't have to be beautiful to be a star.
Shots fired. You don't have to be beautiful to be a star. Thank you, 50-year-old fat Shania Twain.
hey,
Yeah.
shots fired, motherfucker.
Right.
You back off, Shania Twain. She looks fucking great for 50 plus.
450 plus. Yes, that's
okay?
right.
For real. And two, fuck Taylor Swift.
Uh,
I think that's fucking great. That's the best shade ever thrown.
she said,
Buying the new Shania album. There is
she
one.
said, you don't have to be beautiful to be a
Yeah.
star.
Maybe she was talking about Lizzo. Do you know, real quick, just how awesome this is
That was beautiful.
Lizzo?
Thank you, thank you.
Did you learn that Mongolian throat singing thing where
At
you can
the
sing like
American
4 parts?
Music
At the
No,
same
I
time?
saw it on KT once. So.
Took
Really
the
good.
And I stayed at a
tiniest
Holiday
purse.
Inn
It
Express
was
last
almost
night.
the size of a thimble, you guys. Listen.
Hold on.
Listen. Lizzo, itty bitty, very designer, but size of a thimble purse. She took it to her and it won the American Music Awards. Everybody was like, what's up with Lizzo's itty bitty purse?
Uh-huh.
You know what she said? It was to carry the amount of fuck she gave.
Aw.
Fucking
Yeah, you love you some
Sorry.
Lizzo.
Sorry. Okay.
Um,
Good. Oh,
MJ,
sorry,
when
guys.
MJ
That's
fans
right,
hard,
yeah.
she fans
I
hard.
do.
When I was in
I'm good.
Denver, she sold out 2 shows back to back of lockdown.
No.
We didn't go.
I'm assuming that because you, Ginny, are on the show, that a lot of your employees and clients are probably listening to the show. So this next story is for them. And for you, MJ. A cannabis product reviewer is wanted. You can smoke weed and get paid up to $36,000 a year to do so. Yes, this is a real
That's
company.
what I make now.
They're called the company's named American Marijuana. They're one of the most trusted medical marijuana resources online, and they are looking for someone to review a wide variety of cannabis products and give their unbiased review and opinion of the products. And you can work from your own home. It's a 100% real job. It's important. It includes getting paid to smoke weed. And if you think that's the entire scope of the job, though, that might not be for you. They are looking for someone to review a wide variety of cannabis products to give their readers honest and reliable insights on various cannabis products. And
This is so awkward, Ginny. This is so.
So you'd have to
awkward.
write. You'd have to be able to write
Oh,
reviews
right.
and stuff for the product.
And I've read
I'm
this.
such a
There's a
good writer.
technicality.
Every month, the lucky
Shh,
applicant will be shipped a box containing different brands and varieties of cannabis
Oh,
products every
yeah.
month. These products range from weed strains, vapes, edibles to CBD oils. The applicant will then test the products in person and write about their experience with the product, from unboxing to everything they're doing with the products. They're sort of like these YouTube bloggers, you know. And also to be noted, the applicant will be required to record their experience on film.
Okay, I know you've got a sub thing, Ginny, but first I just want to say I'm sorry I didn't want to do this on air. It's awkward.
In
but
return, you'll be paid up to $3,000 a month, $36,000 a year in
I'm
salary,
going for this.
There's some
and you'll get
requirements
free
for
products.
this.
What
Tell us more.
Tell us.
What do you know about it,
And
Jenny?
She reads every detail to everything. She's a
You have to
detail.
live in a state where marijuana is legal, and I live in
God.
Michigan, and you live in Kentucky.
Boom,
you
boom,
bitch.
ba-doom.
Oh.
I meant, listen.
I live in
didn't mean-
California
I-
too. I have identification.
I
for
didn't
those
mean to put
states.
my notice in so abruptly. That might have been.
So, we're putting Kentucky on the coming soon map.
If
so-
you want to apply, you must be 18 years of age or older. You have to send them your bio/resume, a headshot, or preferably a link to a 60-second intro video talking about your passion for weed, and attach links to your social media account, and must have at least 6 street names, slang terms, or nicknames for marijuana, so that they know that you're
Oh.
taking it seriously.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Let's come up
yeah.
with 6 right
We
now.
got
We
it.
got Mary Jane,
Yeah.
Ganja?
Devil's
Pot.
devil's lettuce. Devil's
the
lettuce.
devil's lettuce,
Pot.
Yeah, just
Pot.
pot.
Weed.
weed.
Smoke.
Hold on, let's go.
Weed.
Doobie, like burn a doobie.
Doobie Brothers. Which doobie you be?
Doobie totally means like smoke a joint.
Yeah,
Reefer.
420.
spliff,
The reefer.
Spliff.
Reefer.
Smoking the reefer.
reefer. That's
Guys,
the
just
one,
smoking
right? That's
the
the winning. That
reefer.
one got you the job,
Madness.
Neil.
Oh yeah.
I said reefer first.
Sorry.
first.
I was.
Okay,
I'm sorry. I
Job.
was quoting Super Troopers. I'm sorry.
I only heard Neil's voice because
Literally,
it's,
and
I-
smoking the reefer.
so again, if you want to, this is legit. The company's called American Marijuana. If you want to find I googled the words American Marijuana and then job, because if you just write those first 2 words, you're going to find a million
Oh,
matches.
yeah,
But you can do
makes
that. You
sense.
can go out and look for it.
I got invited to be a cannabis cup judge, like a local one.
What's
with
that?
Only a panel of judges.
Cannabis cup. What is that?
It was
Really?
a local growers co-op.
It's like a
cannabis
chili cook-off?
cup. And the main requirement was that you had to be so exactly.
Okay.
It's a chili cook-off.
You had to be such a starter that your buzz would wear off fast enough to
be able to
check
tell the
next
difference
one.
between them.
To be able to tell the
Oh.
difference between them in a given period of time. So
Again, something MJ is perfect for.
And
Yeah,
I
she
didn't
would
get
be-
offered the position.
but you could totally come with me and do that. It would be so fun. Like we
my
could do
God.
it next year together. And the main thing is that you got to be a super stoner so that your buzz will wear off really fast, and you
That makes sense.
fast enough that like you can smoke a few in a day and still give a reasonable opinion.
MJ
Like,
doesn't even get high.
because, the last time I was in Colorado, I asked the guy at the dispensary for the injectable.
Oh my God.
And I got a face palm.
Oh, that is funny.
We were at the register. He's like, "Do you need anything else?" And I was so serious. I was like, "Oh, do you have the injectable?"
Sorry, that's funny.
All right.
Oh,
I got
Uh,
nothing else. Anybody got anything? Anything?
Uh-uh.
All right.
oh, now it's the best.
Time for nerd stuff. Go for it, Neil.
Am I singing, man? Am I singing?
Yeah,
Hey,
no.
that's
okay.
your thing.
This is when I get on Facebook for a while.
You're gonna enjoy. Oh, you need your headphones for this. You're gonna enjoy what I've got
Well,
coming up.
everybody's nerdy about something, but if you're not, your life really sucks. Nerd stuff.
So I want to start out with a
Yeah.
thank you, Neil. I want to
you.
start
You're
out with a
welcome. You're welcome.
movie review. over the weekend, I saw Frozen 2,
Okay.
Electric Boogaloo. And it's not, listen, here's the thing. I was thinking about, was I bored out of my mind the entire time? Yes. And I thought to myself, I shouldn't be reviewing this because, like Brie Larson said, like, I don't think a 45-year-old man should review Oprah Winfrey movie or whatever.
Right.
You know what I'm talking? And then I thought, well, I liked Moana. I loved Moana. I'd watch Moana right now if it were on. So I am qualified. But then I thought more. No, I shouldn't be reviewing Frozen. I shouldn't. So I got my 8-year-old daughter to review it.
Okay.
And I've got that audio of that here. So you guys, I guess you have to share the headphone there. All right, here is my daughter's movie reviews. All right. We are here with my daughter, 8 years old. Her name is Consuela.
What?
And she is going to review Frozen 2 Electric Boogaloo. Now, Consuela, do you agree with me that Frozen 2...
My name's not Consuela.
It's not Consuela?
No.
Okay.
No, my name is not Consuela.
Well, let's not worry about your name right now. You are 8 years old, correct?
Yes.
Almost 9.
Yeah.
And
yes.
you're a girl.
Yes.
Okay. Those are the important things. Your name's not important. Let's talk about Frozen 2 Electric Boogaloo. Do you agree with me that Frozen 2 was super, super boring?
Not exactly.
Not exactly?
No.
Tell me what you thought about Frozen 2.
I'll tell you what, it had a million stuff in it. A lot of crazy things. I cannot believe what happened to Elsa, and you know what? The movie was crazy.
It was crazy, but did you like it?
Yes, I did like it.
When you go to school tomorrow, will you tell your friends that they should go see it, or will you tell them not to see it?
I would tell them to see it.
You will tell them to see it? Mm-hmm. Let me ask you one more question. One final question.
Yeah.
For me, your dad, a 45-year-old man.
Yes.
Is Elsa supposed to be hot?
No.
No.
No, she has ice powers, not fire.
Ah, of course. Okay. So,
I actually don't get what you mean.
okay, that's okay. That's good. So Frozen 2, it's a good movie, yeah?
Yes.
That's her clapping. There you go. So
There you go.
I'm smooth up in you for Frozen if you're a 9-year-old girl.
Best interview I've heard. Oh my God, that is so funny.
That's gold.
This is
You should be
That
getting
is-
paid for that shit.
You need to
for
ask.
real.
There needs to be an Ask Consuela
Oh
segment
my
of the show.
God.
There has to
I
be.
want Ask Consuela. I'm shotgunning that for $0.
the thing about it was
Holy fuck.
for me, I don't want to spoil the movie, but there's a part where Elsa does a little bit of a transformation, physically. And
like in the 80s and 90s movies where she was a nerd, she takes off her glasses.
something like that.
Right
Basically she undoes her little braid. She is smoking sexy hot.
Are you serious?
And I'm like, is there
Oh,
something wrong
geez.
with me for thinking that?
Yes.
She
Abso-fucking-lutely.
obviously, according to your daughter,
Yeah.
she didn't
What?
even
It's a
understand what you
cartoon,
were
dude.
saying.
Sticky. Sticky. Hold up, Sticky.
Parents and kids.
Ah, thank you. Ah.
They did not draw cartoon characters that we read comic books of to not be smoking hot.
Thank you. Ah,
We
see,
were
I got two.
programmed at this long ago, man.
Only Sean and MJ think I'm a degenerate.
No,
That's
No,
you're
no.
fine.
No,
I'm
it's
still
just-
processing how
We
adorable
gotta
your
give you
daughter
a
was.
reason to keep going back to these movies and spending your money and
Yeah.
suffering through the kids. Like, it's a
Consuela
bone.
doesn't.
Like her being hot is a bone.
and look, for me, no, she really. I mean, she sort of was. Here's
Consuela doesn't have a job.
if you're lean into that way.
Sorry.
For me, I will as a parent
Yes.
be ready for a lot of songs. It's a musical.
Well, yeah.
I didn't like
a
the songs
Pixar
that
movie,
much.
dude.
I know. Listen, when I saw Moana, I thought the songs were great, and one of them made me want to cry, and the Dwayne Johnson song made me laugh. I thought it was great. These songs are not great, and it's very cheesy. So just be ready for it. But the audience, I was at a packed theater. They were into it. I mean, they were loving it, and there was applause. And even my daughter, who liked the movie, was looking around like, "Why are people clapping?" Because they like stood up and gave it a round of applause. But so I guess you got to give it a favorable review. It's not for 45-year-old dudes, but it was
At
entertaining
any
enough.
point, did your daughter turn to someone and go, "Shh"?
No, but I did. I kicked the person in front of me was texting.
God.
Why do you text in a movie?
Right.
And I wasn't even watching the movie. I didn't care, but they pulled out their phone. I kicked their seat.
Doctor?
No, give me a break.
Sam,
Why you want to be?
asked
Why
me
you
a
want to
reason.
play that?
You asked
No,
me a reason.
Her name has to continue to
Reason?
be Consuelo, and she has to like still. Oh, that was just great.
well, I'm glad you liked it.
She
That
will
was
grow
funny
up and
as
her taste in movies will get better.
She likes good movies too, but she likes her some Frozen. What else? What else we got? Noah Hawley, who was the showrunner of the TV show Fargo. He also did Legion, which I think is a great show in the X-Men universe. He is signed on to direct a new Star Trek movie, which is going to have the cast of Chris Pine and Zachary Quinto, Zoe Saldana, and Simon Pegg and Carl Urban. So these Star Trek movies, the more recent ones, they're rebooting it, or not rebooting it, they're continuing it with a part 4, and Noah Hawley is going to direct it.
The special effects in the last Star Trek movie were just out of this world. I mean, the Yorktown station, that was a piece of visual something that I never thought I'd see.
Is that right? It's hard for me
screen.
to remember which one that was. Was it the girl with the paint on her face?
No, that was Idris Elba was the bad captain and turned into a dark alien something type deal.
To go back and watch that again. Sean, you like those movies?
Hadn't
Yeah?
seen it. I only saw the first Star Trek.
Oh,
the
yeah?
first of the remakes. Yeah.
Those are good. I think they're pretty good.
I like the
I
shows.
don't want to spoil it for anybody. That hasn't
Oh, okay.
seen it.
Well, it's too
Oh,
late for
yeah.
that. Let's see. Disney Plus says that they are working on shows for grown-ups, and those were the word that they use. We're working on shows for grown-ups. Right now, Disney Plus is very, very family-friendly.
But it is absolutely doing way better than even Disney thought, hence it crashing. Every time I get on Facebook, every single time, another friend of mine is like, well, had to get Disney Plus watching like Jungle Book,
Yeah.
or you know what I'm
Sure,
saying? Like
yeah.
right now they can ride this thing out for a while.
I came home from work the other day. My wife was watching Pollyanna.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like they're
The original
Yeah.
or the one?
Oh,
the-
no, the
God.
1960s one.
Yes,
Yeah.
I remember that.
Oh
That's
my
one of the
God.
things we used to watch in junior high.
See, they've got vast amounts
it's
to
huge.
last. They don't even have to do that for like 3 years.
Where are you from?
He's
You're
from
watching
I've seen
Paris.
stuff,
Pollyanna
man.
in junior
He's
high.
from Paris.
We had to watch. Well, it was like all watched all kinds of movies. The Fall of the House. I sure watched
Sure,
that,
yeah.
and I think
That
we
makes
watched
sense.
all kinds of movies like that.
I remember when Fox first came around.
Yeah, me
They
too.
were nuts, right?
It was only on like
And-
3 days a week.
Yeah, and they would take requests. Fox, when they first came out, like you could get a message to the station, and they would take requests there. Like that was.
Well, they
I've
work with
never
the
heard
guy
of
that
it.
had his own show. Sean works with a guy that had his own show on Fox.
What?
I do, yeah. You used to work with
It
him
was
too?
called Duets, and he was the star of the show, Matthew Lawrence.
Matthew.
That's right.
Oh, I want to make out with him.
So here's what Disney Plus. There's what the
no, I don't. That was inappropriate.
really-
That was completely inappropriate.
gross.
I don't know what that was.
listen.
It was
I've played
also on
golf with
Beverly
him, but
Hills
I've never made out
90210.
with him. I
Shh,
must
Neil, I'm
admit.
thinking about Matthew.
I played golf with him.
I don't care.
Is that a
sorry.
euphemism?
Disney Plus's head honcho Kevin Meyer says we are adding more stuff that's aimed at grown-ups.
They should
It
add
takes
Matthew.
lead time to create really high quality original programming. We have them coming in on a cadence we think is the right cadence that we can make it sure that it's high quality. We don't see, this is what's cool. We don't want to rush things through just to have volume. That's not our philosophy. We want to do fewer
Netflix.
things better. You think
Okay.
Netflix?
That was a Netflix dig.
Oh, because Netflix is just constantly cranking shit out.
But I've liked every Netflix original I've seen. But I guess they are cranking out. And Disney doesn't
haven't
have
watched-
to. Again, going back to the vast amounts, they can take their time because your wife was watching Pollyanna.
Yeah.
Once
You know,
once
there's
Netflix
years.
is pulled off the Marvel train, that's going to pull everybody to Disney.
Yeah, that's
Are
right.
no?
The superhero genre is a billion dollar industry. Marvel did a 20 movie arc, and each one of those movies made well over $100 million each.
Yeah.
At least that they're a force to be
MJ,
reckoned
maybe
with.
you should get on the train.
I was just thinking that MJ and I would be really good, like cartoon superheroes.
Yeah, that'd be about the only way that I'd give up my Netflix, nerd.
Well, let me
go on. I'm
let
done with nerd
That's why I think
stuff.
we should do cartoons. There's much less actual work involved from us. And
Yeah.
I know us.
one last nerd thing is I think that you can relate to this because Neil and I, our favorite show currently is The Watchmen.
Of course.
And The Watchmen, even though it's based in a quote unquote superhero universe, this is a very, very intense show. And you don't have to
say that about
let me just tell you this. My sister texted me today.
Mhm.
My sister hates nerd shit. And if I were like
I know
even
your sister's badass.
she's a badass. And if I joke with her, sometimes I'll be like, "Oh, you love nerd stuff," because like she'll be like, "Oh, I saw a Marvel movie." Like, "Ah, you're a nerd," and she doesn't even think it's funny. She's like, "No, I'm not." Right?
Yeah.
She texted me today and said she's watched every episode of The Watchmen and she can't get enough of it.
Don't you lie.
I'll read you
Don't
the
you
text
lie.
right
This
here.
was the-
Yeah.
Show me after the
Okay.
podcast.
This last episode was the best one yet.
It is very. It's got
His sister really is. She's like an 80s hair metal lover.
Yeah.
Badass. Lives in LA. Like,
yeah.
Taking the
She's all that stuff.
validation and running with it.
yeah.
This show
Dang.
it's very intense. It's got
Dang.
major racial overtones. I mean, it's about race relations essentially. It does have superhero shit, but there's no like superpowers or people flying around or anything like that. It's basically just people in masks killing each other. It's brutal.
Okay.
It-
Offensive?
It's offensive.
Brutal and
It's
offensive?
brutal and offensive.
I'm there.
I think that you and it's weird. It's unique. It's gorgeous.
Yes.
That's the other thing. Like
Oh, it was so well. Cinematography
The-
is on a different level
When
because they're doing stuff like looking at a wet road and morphing that into a starlit sky.
Oh,
That was
yeah. Oh,
awesome.
yeah.
That
Yeah,
was
yeah.
So awesome.
and when like the dude jumps through the window and like it freezes
And
and,
it freezes.
spins
Yeah,
around,
oh yeah.
just and there's shattered glass everywhere.
Okay.
Straight
Yeah.
straight
Yeah.
things you see. Well, it was the first time we see actual story comic book panels. That was a comic book panel.
Oh,
that,
right.
that we just basically did a 360 spin on that in one of the scenes of the show.
So we're not going to give any spoilers, but in the newest episode that came out on Sunday, it's an origin story for a character named Hooded Justice. He wears a hood and a noose around his neck.
Dang, what the fucky shit?
And comic book nerds are freaking out because in the original graphic novel, Hooded Justice was the only character who never revealed his true identity. And the graphics novel came and went, and no one ever knew who he was. Well, this show explores it in great detail, and people on the internet are losing their minds about it.
Okay.
I don't have a
alright.
connection to the original graphic novel. Like, I never read it, so I don't care. I think it's awesome. What'd you think?
It
Without
adds
giving
to
anything away.
It's another layer to the story, and it explains a whole lot of stuff. And the fact that people are mad about it, that's just a little bit too picky on the nerd side.
Yeah.
Because you have to look at what this show is a modern take on that comic book, not the movie. So, the fact that his origin is now a part of the story, is part of the lore, I think that just adds to the Watchmen.
Agreed.
It just makes it more
Yay,
interesting
wrap
for
it
me.
up, Nerds. I want to smoke weed.
We're all done. Sean, you got anything?
I have nothing.
Oh,
All right. Well, then it's
God.
time.
Dad jokes.
Dad
jokes. They don't seem funny to normal folks.
Anybody got a dad joke? I got one.
Go.
Not from my dad, though.
Uh-oh.
This is just from a guy that I'm friends with on Facebook who's older than me. All right. I told my husband last night I'd be home by midnight. I promise. Well, the hours passed and the margaritas went down way too easily. And around 3 a.m., a bit loaded, I headed for home. Just as I got in the door, the cuckoo clock in the hallway started to go off and it cuckooed 3 times. Quickly realizing my husband would probably wake up, I cuckooed another 9 times. I was really proud of myself for coming up with such a quick-witted solution in order to escape a possible conflict with him. Because even when totally smashed, 3 cuckoos plus 9 cuckoos equals 12 cuckoos which is midnight. So she got home the time she said she would. The next morning, my husband asked what time I got home. I told him midnight. He didn't seem pissed in the least. Phew, I got away with that one. Then he said, we need a new cuckoo clock. When I asked him why, he said, well, last night our cuckoo clock cuckooed 3 times. Then it said, oh shit, 4 more times. Cuckoo clock 4 more times. Cleared its throat, cuckooed another 3 times, giggled, then farted.
What the fuck? That's
Because her drunken mind, she did all these. This is why that's funny. In her drunken mind, she did it perfectly, but in reality, she tipped over the coffee table and farted and everything out. That's why that's funny.
Sean, do
Yep.
you? Okay.
I got nothing
Neil?
today.
No. Okay,
Thanks for
no, it's
coming,
cool.
Sean.
It's cool because Frank, because my dad's dead. So I mine are Frank jokes. You've been franked. Apparently, it's only appropriate to say, "Look at you, you got so big." To children, adults tend to get offended.
Wonk.
That's a good dad joke.
No, I gave it the oh my.
I heard
Yeah,
it.
I heard the
You
oh
gave
my.
it the
Shit,
womp
sorry.
womp.
I
heard it
thought you
through
didn't have
Neil's
headphones.
headphones.
I give it an
sorry.
old wolf tag.
Oh, you son of bitches. All right.
That's our show,
Hit us
folks.
Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, MJ and the boys. And of course, thank you, Jenny, so much.
Jenny, Botany Bay, you got a website?
Yes, they have a
Uh,
website.
Half-ass.
Half-ass website.
We're
It's
working on it.
thebotanyBay.net.
Better than
We're
no
working
website.
on
Oh,
it.
but you got
They've got
Facebook, the Botany Bay.
Facebook, the Botany Bay, and on Instagram.
Instagram. Yep.
MJ does a lot more.
And-
because I'm a little old.
Yeah.
And don't forget,
Snapchat.
Saturday is Small Business Saturday,
Saturday.
30% off.
Yep. At all 3 locations.
Except for on Crab Num Num.
Kratom,
The
which is the
Kratom.
titties.
No electronics.
No electronics.
Electronics are not on sale.
Okay. Do you have those little football games? With beep, 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 beep?
You'll do better to get a deal out of me on Kratom than on electronics. because I hated that. And hey, I'll
No,
give you
no, no,
another
no, no.
look. Pro tip right here. Between Christmas and New Year's, we start counting our inventory, and I will take almost anything for items to avoid counting them during that time. So that is the time when unreasonable
Stop.
offers are even entertained.
This is an MJ and the Boys exclusive.
Tell them you heard it on MJ and the Boys. Get a special.
Please,
Oh my god.
And watch MJ freak out in the store live in person.
Jenny,
at Botany
thanks for
Bay.
coming by. It was a lot of fun to have you here. You're a cool chick.
Good to see you, man.
Oh yeah.
Sean, MJ, happy
Whatever.
Thanksgiving, everyone.
Oh yeah, happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
And don't trample Grandma this year, please.
Oh.
Hey, a little.
This has been MJ and the Boys, you lucky bastards.